Greetings and blessings, butterflies. Welcome back. This is going to be your evolution empowerment reading for the earth signs. At this point in time, I would like for you all to balance out your energies and to tune into the sound of the sound bowl before we begin this reading. Thank you, Spirit. All right, my earth signs. This reading is going to be for Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We're going to jump right in and see what energy Spirit has for you today. We're going to find out what's shifting in your energy. We're going to find out the current energy, what's shifting. We're going to find out about those restrictions. We're going to find out how to best navigate through those shifts. And we're going to also find out what the intention is for the shifts that have been happening. I did a pre-shuffle off screen, do a light shuffle on screen. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles energy jumped out in reverse. So this could be about you moving away from being cautious, getting to an energy where you are learning to balance out your sensibilities with what matters the most for you with this Knight of Pentacles being in reverse. It could be about you being impulsive as well. So just to be mindful, my butterflies, and use your discernment. I'm going to get some clarifying energies and I'll jump right in and let you know what I'm seeing. These energies for earth signs. Show me clarifying energies for earth signs. Show me clarifying energies for earth signs. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, my earth signs. In the current energy, you have the Nine of Cups energy. The Nine of Cups energy is all about self-satisfaction. This is the energy of indulgence. So at this point in time, you may be trying to find a way to satisfy yourself. You might be trying to find things that you could indulge in. At this point in time, this energy is being clarified by the energy of passion. This is about insane chemistry. This is your current energy. This is, you having an equal interest in something. So there may be something in your current energy that where you want to indulge in, where you want to find your own source of fulfillment or source of happiness, and with this being clarified by passion, this is something that you have a burning desire for. This is something that you feel like is aligned with you, with this passion energy. So at this current time, my earth signs, Spirit is highlighting that in your current energy, you may be working on those things, those projects, those creative endeavors that strike your passion, that spark that ambitious energy in you again, that gives you that zest for life, energies where you feel confident again. And in the energies where what's shifting for you, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles energy is all about balancing out a situation. This is about multitasking. This could be between you and another, with this being two energies in a card. This could be about a fruitful beginning that you all had in mind. This doesn't have to be a person. This could just be something that you feel aligned to, connected with. It could be an environment. It could be a hobby. It could be a job. It could be anything of the sort. But this energy is being clarified by the energy of backstabbing. This energy says heartbreak, pain, separation and loss, deception, lies. This is a shocking attack. So what's shifting for you is balancing out those energies where you have been dealing with heartbreak and pain. Finding a way to deal with that at the same time as you're trying to deal with, finding passion again. Trying to find what sparks your interest again. So you may have in the past experienced some type of heartbreak, deception, or lies. You may have been involved in that energy in some way, shape, or form, my butterflies. But at this point in time, what's shifting for you is shifting around you multitasking, you getting into balance, you figuring it out. You putting things, on a scale and just deciding what's best for you. What will make you feel balanced in situations? because we all know that if anytime we're feeling deceptive, anytime we're feeling backstabbed or anything of that nature, that's when we're off balance. That's, this Two of Pentacles energy is kind of like a juggling act. But with the image on this card, it seems like, there's a bond, there's a tie, there's something that keeps you connected to this person or this situation or this environment. But something about it brings you heartbreak. Something about it brings you an energy of betrayal. And in the position for where the restrictions are showing up for you, we have the energy of the Star. This is the good omen. This is hope being restored with the Star energy. This is the energy of calm. The Star is all about, you having faith. Wishing upon a star. And this energy is being clarified by the dragonfly. This is the energy of being lighthearted. This is a finding out. This is change. This is things coming to. This is a light energy. This is light and heal energy. So with this being in the Star in the position of the restrictions, right now you may feel like your ambitions, the things that you're hoping for. You may feel like, that good news that you've been waiting on is being restricted at this point in time. And with this being clarified by, the dragonfly energy, this is about things coming to fruition. This is about finding out things changing. So at this point in time, what's restricted for you is a wish, a hope, some type of, calm energy. An energy where you want to branch out and follow your destiny. But there's a healing energy here for you along with this. You may be feeling restricted from healing. That may be your hope. That may be the good news for you. This could also be about, something that you were hoping for, you find out the truth about. Could be about you adapting to the newness that has shown up for you. This could be about you adapting to the energies of knowing that good news is coming towards you. But at this point in time, with this being in the area for restrictions, it's kind of giving me the impression that you feel restricted in that area. You feel restricted when it comes to your blessings. And in the position where we have how you best navigate through these shifts, we have the King of Cups energy. The King of Cups energy is all about, this could be about you needing to acknowledge some deep emotional feelings that you have. The King of Cups energy tries to avoid drowning in their emotions. So this is all about being mature, balanced, leading, being the leader of your own emotions. Not necessarily leading with your emotions, but being the leader, being the authority over how you express, deal with, or transmute your emotions. And then underneath to clarify, we have the energy of cut down. This is cutting out. This is separation. This is about stopping a pattern. This is silent treatment. So how you best navigate through what's going on, what's shifting for you, this energy where you're learning how to balance and multitask. Because there could have been something that you were multitasking. I got to go back and I have to say it this way again because it's jumping out at me. Is this way? You may have been trying to balance some energies, or someone around you may have been trying to balance some energies out where they may have been wanting to be hopeful, but at the same time not showing up, in the best light. They may have been showing up deceptive, or you may have been showing up deceptive. This doesn't mean that it has to be intentional. This could be a feeling, a thought process, an idea that you had that no longer serves you and it's deceiving you out of your goals. So with this King of Cups energy, this is all about you learning how to cut out emotions that are not serving you. This is all about you separating from overwhelming feelings. This is about you cutting down on everything, all the outside noise that's going on around you, so that you can stop the pattern of repeating the cycle over and over again. This is about you separating from those energies, from places where you're looking for some type of emotional fulfillment, where you're emotionally connected to it. This is about you separating what feels authentic to you and what doesn't, because this backstabbing energy is not authentic. That's not an authentic energy. And in the area for why all of this is happening, what's the intention? We have the Knight of Pentacles that showed back up, and now it's in the upright. The Knight of Pentacles is all about being cautious. This is all about, something that's slow to progress, something slow to build. This is where you're being sensible and diligent and determined, but it is a slow moving process. And this energy is being clarified by the energy of date, which says get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date. This could be about you dating online as well. So even though, the intention, is to help you to be sensible, to be diligent when it comes to those that you want to date, when it comes to you getting back out there, meeting new people, gaining new partners. This is about you learning where to err on the side of caution, especially when you're having a whole lot of emotional feelings, unprocessed emotions. Especially when you have unprocessed emotions, those need to be dealt with before we can go out and start to try to date again. That's what helps us to be sensible. When we understand what we want, what we need, what serves us, what doesn't serve us, that is how we step into that King of Pentacles, that Knight of Pentacles energy. We assess the situations. We figure out what's meaningful and what's not. Now, butterflies, I'm going to close this reading out, and I'm going to get you an angel wisdom message to go along with this reading as well. We're 12 minutes. Let me try to wrap this up. Spirit, show me the energies. Angel, guidance energies. Earth signs. Show me the energies. So even in your current energy where you are focusing on your passions, you're focusing on the things that you want to indulge in, just be mindful, my butterflies. Use your discernment that whatever you're focusing on at this current moment, make sure that it's aligned with you in a way that it will serve you long term. Not something that, is just for, a fun time and not long time. We have the energy peace. This angel says, nothing can disrupt my peace. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. This is that star energy is also an energy of peace. Along with this dragonfly, with being lighthearted and adapting. So Spirit wants you to stay tied to those energies where you feel the energy of peace. Wherever you can find calm, Spirit wants you to stay tied to that energy. Wherever there are things where things are dramatic, chaotic, where you might be dealing with some deception or lies or anything like that, Spirit wants you to move away from that energy and focus on finding your safe place of peace. Because through that place of peace, through that moment of stillness, you give Spirit, your guides, whatever you look to help and assist you, you give them the opportunity to maneuver and shift things in the way that is best suited for you. I hope these energies help you to make the best possible decisions for your highest good. Until next time, my butterflies, you always remember that your healing is my healing and my healing is yours.